Welcome to the rosanamod Variety Pod. This is your vessel and host, rosanamod, and here we go. Hello, friends. This is rosanamod. And, thank you. Thank you. It's amazing how you guys sound exactly the same every day. I don't know how you do it, but you sound exactly the same. But thank you anyway. We are at episode 189, and today is Monday DIY. And today I'm going to teach you how to make your own steering wheel cover. Why? Because you can. You don't have to go out and buy everything. Stop being so lazy. And they're so easy and so fun to make. I found a few things online. A lot of them were different than the way I do it. So I'm going to make some of their ideas with my own ideas. This is taken from different sites. I couldn't list all of them because I went through about 25 or something. So I've only made one steering wheel cover. I used fur, but here is the way that I do it. Now, the first thing you need 6 items. Actually 7. Let me add this one because I just noticed that it's missing. All right. Number 1 is measuring tape. Number 2 is elastic. If you have a thick piece, you can cut it in half or cut it in 3 pieces. Number 3 is a paper clip or safety pin. Number 4 is a fabric, either fur or leather or whatever it is that you want to wrap it with, any kind of fabric. Number 5 is hot glue gun and glue. This is just me, the way I do it now. And number 6 is a sewing needle and a thread. That's in case you want to sew it. But I'm going to teach you how to hot glue it, okay? And number 7 is scissors. The first thing you do is you're going to measure your steering wheel. Standard steering wheel is about 45 inches around. Measure all the way around, and then you're going to measure the thickness of the wheel, which is about, I guess, like maybe 5 inches. So I lay out the fabric upside down. You want the fur on the bottom part or the outside of your design on the table. And you're going to work with it that way. You're going to measure what you measured, the 45 by 5. You're going to cut it. Then you're going to take about a half an inch on each side horizontally on the fabric, the long way, and you're going to flip it over. You're going to get the hot glue gun and you're going to seal the end, but you're not going to put it all the way down. You're going to leave a hole there because that hole is where the elastic goes through. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing on both sides. It's a little tricky with the hot glue gun, I understand. If you want to sew it, go ahead and sew it. But I like to do it with the hot glue. Then when that's done, you're going to get your elastic, pinch it with at the end with either a safety pin or a paper clip, and then you're just going to work it through that little space that you made on each side of the fabric. You're going to move it all the way around until you get it to the other end. You're going to have one piece of fabric now that's about 45 inches long, and you're going to have both of the ends on the top and bottom sealed and rounded. And then inside each of that end, you're going to have the elastic that's sticking out through it. It's going to be a little longer. So now you take that piece, and I want you to go back out to your car and measure it to make sure, because I made the mistake. I cut it too short. The elastic was too loose, and I had to pull the elastic to get it tighter. So now that you go out to your car and you do it just to make sure, pull the elastic and make sure that it's nice and taut. It's nice, and you can make like a little knot on each of the ends of the elastic. So one end to the other end, and you're going to either sew it because it just feels like it's going to be stronger. I sew it, clip the extra fabric where the knots were and where the elastic is, where you put those knots. And then you're going to flip it over so it's right side out, you see? And then you're just done. As simple as that. It's so easy. Now, I have another idea for you guys. Here's a tip. Also, you don't have to go to the fabric store. You can use sweaters, an old sweater that maybe you like the pattern of or the color of. That's got a nice little feel to it, They're easy to replace. You can make a bunch of them that way. Hand them out for Christmas gifts. Steering wheel covers. I think that's cool. You can make them personalized, put your name on it. You can use canvas and the canvas fabric. You can use, I say canvas because you can paint it and draw on it and stuff, You can also use faux leather or real leather. Any which way that you want to use it. And if you don't want to use the elastic, or you don't have elastic, or you don't want to sew, and you think that's too hard, well, then don't. You can just grab a piece of fabric, measure it out, and then use a hole punch to punch little holes, or use something else to make holes on each, all the way down each side horizontally on the fabric, and then weave a cord, a leather cord, or any kind of a cord through once it's on the steering wheel. Do you see what I mean? Kind of like lace it up like a corset, you see? So that's another way you can do it. So there's so many different ways, but I think those are the best ways. And be creative. Use lace, use velvet, use felt, add things to it, personalize them, write names on them, write something cool on there. Be creative, think outside the box, and I will see you tomorrow for Tuesday Talks. Until then, how do we end this? In with the outro. Thanks for stopping in. Don't forget to like, share, and comment, and I'll talk to you soon. God bless you, and what do we say?